That place and the other place across town, Choku Charlie's in Alaska, but there's a place in Denver that it's known. And that Diamond Cabaret, but I saw 20 of those guys. And every time I go there, like once a month until I left, they were always there. Not the same dudes, but the same act. We're here for business. Then why the fuck are you sitting on the railing? And why are you making believe? And then the girls would come over and sit on their lap, and he would flirt with her, and they'd talk about a boat deal. Why would you say that in front of these fucking girls? All four fucking dickless dudes, right?
Right.
Just tell the girl, listen, I got what boat? What boat? I got 2 G's in my pocket. Let's go in the private room and let me suck champagne out of your fucking monkey or your titties. Or that's it. But they sit there like trying to impress them. And it's so weird. That shit drives me fucking crazy when guys get dressed up to go to a strip club, but they're there on business. I want to see the guy that's got, as he's walking in, you can see a little puddle in his pants. Like he already came just thinking about it. When he walked in, he smelt the fucking, that Greek pussy in the air, and he gave him that ID. He had a little jizz on his fucking pants.
But
so,
you don't.
I'm sorry. What happened?
But you don't like strip clubs.
Listen, I just told you, I love women. I love to see naked women. I love to see women in heels, not those plastic strip club heels. They make me feel like the women don't wash their feet, and it drives me crazy. Whenever I go to a strip club, I always worry about the women's feet because they wear those leather boots up to their fucking above their knees.
Right.
I know as a kid, if I dressed up like Batman and I had my boots on and I took off my little fucking boots,
right?
That calf and that foot would stink for fucking 10 days. So while I'm there watching them dance, I'm like, what if she takes that boot off? I'm fucking dead. So I don't like none of those dress up places. Come out with heels. I want to check you out. I want to make sure you got no lice. Come out with heels and fucking the bikini on. I don't want to see nothing else. You want to dress like Catwoman, do that on your time.
Why are you worried about it? You think that her feet are going to smell?
I don't know. Listen. After I smell my own feet, I don't trust nobody no more. You understand me? I looked at my foot today in jiu-jitsu. It's like the fungi toenail grows every fucking day in a different direction. Tonight, I finish here. I got to go out there and watch the fucking game and cut my fucking toenail tonight. Unbelievable. So I always feel that everybody else's feet
are going to be fucked up.
It's not my feet that smell. It's the fungi toenail mixed with the fucking, But anyway, back to naked women. I love them. The problem, I just don't want to go to a fucking strip club.
I get it, but where do you see it if you're not looking at porn?
In my mind.
Okay, that's where you just go back and you.
I don't need to. I don't need to look at that shit.
Right.
Every goddamn day. I'm okay with a bikini shot from time to time. I'm 61. What's the fantasy about now? That I'm going to show up at their house and show them my balls and they're going to promise to say, ooh, it's beautiful. No, you just fucking shattered my hopes and dreams. Because you saw my dick at 61, you're not going to get married now. I would never do that to anybody, Lee. I'm not that type of person.
You think they just give up if they saw your dick right now?
They do something. Any woman, any 22-year-old, any 30-year-old that saw a 60-year-old dick and balls, that's not good for them. That's not good for them.
What happens when you turn 60?
It's when I turned 50. I smelled the odors. I saw what the balls look like. It's a different game. You have drippage off your little turtleneck.
What?
Because for years, if pee came out of my hole, it would get caught in the turtleneck, and I would drain it like a Masamadi bag. Those people that bag on their shit.
A colostomy bag.
Yeah, colostomy bag. But then as I got older, I don't know, the rubber band in the turtleneck, something happened to it. So, life changes.
Fuck. That's terrifying. But speaking, I didn't want to forget. But you were talking about like Seattle earlier. You sent me a pretty cool picture this weekend.
Yes, I did. Put it up.
Let's put it up.
Oh shit.
Dude, I can't, like, I guess maybe on a bigger screen it's a little bit more noticeable, but like when you sent me that, I was like, oh shit, Rita O looked good.
Rita O was the original. What everybody's trying to be today and be a fake about, Rita O did it in 1960. Rita O was Japanese and Irish.
Oh, okay.
She was born a man, and she decided to have the operation, dick, tits, the whole thing. She changed the hairline. She did that. Put the picture back up. I get emotional when I look at her. She changed everything. And yeah, it fucked her up. She was like 4'9".
Really?
Ooh.
Oh, Jesus, Joey.
She was, did you hear it?
Yeah, no, of course I heard it. Your neighbors heard it.
She was like 4'9", and she used to wear heels, and she got dolled up every night of the fucking week. She had to, look at her. She looks like fucking God knows what. She looks like, I don't even know. But she was a sweet woman. I loved her. I ain't gonna lie to you. I fucking loved her. She made me laugh harder than a lot of fucking people on the natural. The night we got coked up and she got thrown out of the club for being dirty in Seattle. And she goes, I'm going to report them. And I go, call the White House. And this bitch did.
What?
She kept calling the White House over and over. I want to talk to the president. At 4 a.m, coked out of her mind.
Holy shit.
And, we just had a blast. She died because she was a man and she became a woman. But like, you see the side of her head? In the picture, it looks small, but that's a big fucking watermelon. And she was 4'9", so that's a big head to have on that little frame.
Right.
And she would fall like Willy Wonka. What's those things?
Weebles?
She would fall like a weeble in the weirdest places. And then she fell like 3 times in 2 years on her head. She was on a speaker at a gay club up in Capitol Hill, jumping up and down, and she fell off the speaker. She was buck wild. She would
still get on the speaker? Why would she get on the speaker?
Listen, because they're fucking out of their minds. But I loved her. She gave me my first money to get headshots.
Oh, that's nice.
In Seattle.
You have to have money to go with this, like anything else.
Mm-hmm.
I tell people all the time. And I'm very sincere about this, Coca. You know the way it is. You got $100,000 put into a money market account or any investment. What are you looking at? 2%, 7% maybe if you're lucky. So on a low end, a money market account, 2% on 100 large. That's $2,000. You pay taxes on it. At least another fucking Happy Meal. How much money did the government or the banks make off of your $100,000? God only knows. So for the guys that have money, that have discipline, it ain't for everybody. I'm telling you what, with that type of money, you can't get hurt unless you get stupid and bet 10,000 a game. If you're moving 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 a game with that type of money behind you, you're guaranteed to make money as long as you stay disciplined. When I'm following guys that like the Philly Godfather and the whole group, one thing about me now, I'm more connected than I've ever been, Coco, because now I'm tracking some real sharp players. All those guys, you've had them on your show, the guys that were betting the big money behind Donaghy's games. And they're very sharp. People think you have to hit 80%, 70% to make money. You don't. Listen, and I throw this out to everybody, too. It's common sense. People are looking when they call me, hey, can I hit 70%? I can lie to you and say, yeah, but no. Listen, if you can hit 58%, you had a great year. You had a great year. And I'll just throw out some numbers, and I'm going to round them off on radio here. Say 60%. It's easy to follow, right, Lee? This goes to you, Lee.
Okay.
You play 500 games in a year, okay? And if you're in a position to say, or whatever you can afford, you bet $1,000 a game. That's it. People try to get 5,000, 10,000, and they get greedy. But if you bet consistently and you hit 60%, that's 300 wins and 200 losses. $1,000, you made 300,000. You lost $220,000 with the juice. You still made $80,000 just betting $1,000 a game. But it's not for everybody. Only 2% of the people have the moxie to do that, and they don't chase. You know, Coco, we know about the chase. And I've seen this. I've made millions at this shit, honestly, and I've lost millions too. But this is not for everybody. It's not for the squeamish. It's not for the compulsive guy, the guy that has addictive personalities. This shit will swallow you up. I talk to guys that paid service after service, and they always come back for more. And I'd be talking to them. I'm like, so what went wrong? The guy started off good for me. He won his first 7 out of 8 games. Then he told me about a big game, about a couple of players that got food poisoning and fighting with the girlfriend, and one did cocaine last night, so this game's a lock. And I say, and? You bet it all on one? Yeah, I did. Well, whose fucking fault is that, you idiot? You fucking bet everything you made on one game. So I've heard it all. This is fucking no different than any other addiction. Worse, actually, because you can wipe out everything that you've made in your whole life in a matter of 3 hours. Drug addicts, alcoholics, they take time before they kill themselves. Gamblers are fucking worse than any addict out there. Take that to the bank.
Where do these people find you, Danny B?
Ooh, in Allentown, 266 South 33rd Street. I have 2 Mercedes now. You can go to DannyWinsForYou.com, Coke. DannyWinsForYou.com. Check it out. You know, it's pretty simple. I got some podcasts up there and a radio show, and I got Big Lou. Before you cut me off, I got Big Lou, Issa. You've never met him, Coco, I don't think. Have you met Big Lou?
No, but Joey and you have told me stories about Big Lou. So.
And you know how Big Lou got a hold of me? Because he heard me on this podcast. Well, his friend, it's November. I just got done doing one of the church shows where we're talking about how we used to take down the drug dealers with Big Lou. So I see his name show up on my caller ID. Well, turns out his buddy's a fan in New Jersey. He hears us name dropping Big Lou. He says, hey, Lou, some guys have been talking about you robbing drug dealers and stuff. And so it turned out that he called me and we started reuniting. And he's a boxing promoter. You know, he's out there on Showtime. He's got a bunch of boxes out there. So, yeah, we've reunited. And he's got some good resources, too. He's good with the boxing. Very good with boxing, MMA, and soccer. So, yeah, you'll see a little bio of Big Lou up there, and it's not much, my website, Coke. I keep it simple, bro. I keep it very simple.
I will see you in New York, September 26th and 7th. Get ready to eat some fucking edibles, and your eyeballs are going to get ready to go out.
No. I won't do it no more. Last time I was paralyzed. It was fucking, I told you, my fucking eyes. I went into a coma. My eyes were bleeding. People from the church were kind of trying to talk to me, and I'm like, get the fuck away from me. I can't see nothing right now.
I love you, Danny B.
But
Wins.
No. I love you too, Daily, man.
I'll call you later on, my brother.
Thanks for having me. Go get him, everybody out there, man. Thanks for tuning in, Cokes. Thanks for having me.
Danny B. Wins. Don't fuck around. I love you, cocksucker.
I love you too, brother. See you soon, pal. Bye-bye.
Stay black. See, so if you're going to start your gambling this year, just get a little coach, a little help. I'm not saying to go overboard but if you want to try it, I offer this to you so you just, a hypothesis is an educated fucking guess. That's all sports betting is sometimes, an educated guess. You know what I'm saying? Lee,
yeah.
How cute and stoned are you right now? You just sitting
It's
there.
okay. I'm
It's
stoned,
mild.
but it's mild.
Mild. It's a nice high. These are very nice. Let me give some shout outs. We got to talk about some shit here. My main man, Mike Trez. This is a special shout out. Sherman Jones for hooking us up with Hit E6. Luke Denton, I love you, cocksucker. Jesse Fontaine. Greg Fuentes. Abel Bernal and Moses Vasquez. I love you, cocksuckers. Some shout outs. I love when we have the late night guests. I love when it's a different avenue of opportunity for you people. I really love that you guys, Lee and I get to fucking bring different people in here. But they also, people, then they'll hit me up and go, Joe, you haven't given us your take or Lee's take on what's been going on. And I really wanted to get this out there today because my buddy Dean LaPrete, that I grew up with, who listens to the podcast, called me last week, and we had a good discussion about this, and we'll settle it. Facebook, social media has been covered with Robin Williams, and the death of Robin Williams, and it's very sad when anybody dies in any way, form. This is a little sad because it's closer to home for comedians and people who like movies and entertainment. And the general consensus are that comedians are dark people, and they have this and that. Listen, I could sit here And like everybody else, everybody became a fucking authority last week, you know. I could sit here and tell you one thing. I've gone through a lot of little things, and I have gotten down on myself and gotten depressed about my situation. But I've done something about it. I don't know anything about depression. I don't know how it starts. It could be hereditary. You know, I don't know if it's in your genes. I don't know. Whatever it is, my heart pours to you. It's just a different facet of our mind playing tricks on. It's a brain fart. You know, we have anxiety. And then I went and got something to eat, and then I went to the massage parlor. And I remember when I walked in the door, there was incense burning. There was Chinese music burning. And I'm like, okay. You know, Chinese music was on. And I'm like, okay. And all of a sudden, some girl comes out that was Chinese, no Americanized, very cute. Very cute, you know. If I was 30-something, she had to be 29 or something. And she's asking me what I want. I go, my shoulder, you know. That's it. That's all I wanted, for somebody to rub up my shoulder, maybe balance. Yeah. They put me in the back room. They got to get naked and get on the table. And I'm already like, what are you talking about?
Right.
I'm not getting fucking naked. So, you know, I thought it was going to be her. Dog, they sent in this fucking Asian chick that had to be 55. Hair was all fucked up. She still had noodles in her teeth. Smelled like fucking soy sauce. You know, she was like the cook. And she came in there. She didn't even massage me. She's like, listen, and then $40 hand job. And I thought about it for a minute. I'm like, $40 for a fucking hand job? You got some fucking nerve. I go, that's it? 40 for a fucking sucky fucky? No. Hand job. Listen, I wouldn't have paid for a fucking sucky fucky. I didn't have the money. I was just picking up $350 and I had to drive back. But I remember going, like, I got to go. Like, I just put my shit on and ran out of there. $40 for a hand job? Are you fucking crazy? You can do that yourself.
Right.
I'm going to put that soy sauce hand on my dick and fucking make my dick salty. God knows if you ever had a manicure or a fucking pedicure or whatever the fuck they do back there. And that's when I knew. I didn't know those fucking things were hand job play. People told me about those places around here, happy endings. Dog, the last thing I ever want is a fucking hand job.
And
Can you imagine laying there getting a hand job and the cops come in there? How bad would you feel? How embarrassed would you feel for your family? But on top of that, I just don't want a fucking hand job. I don't ever want a fucking hand job. If you're going to sell me on anything, don't sell me on a fucking hand job. You got to be a lot more creative. You got to go for the guts with Uncle Joey. Fucking hand job.
How would you be creative with sex? There's like 3 things you could do.
Tell me you're going to blow an arrow up my ass with fire on it and suck it out of my dick. I don't know. You know, stun me a little bit. I'll suck your dick so much, you'll fucking, your eyes will pop out of your head. Show me like an eye patch and go, I have a lot of them, because every time I suck a guy's dick on it, he loses an eye. But it's worth it. You'll have one eye, that's a sales thing. I want to lose an eye.
Have you seen like the streets in Thailand?
No.
Oh, dude, that's what they do there.
No, I don't want to go there. I don't want to go
I'm
there.
not saying you're going to go to Thailand. I'm saying
with a fucking beautiful 18-year-old chick, and next thing they wake up and she's got a wig on and she's got a bigger dick than fucking you, and she's doing bad things to you, and there's a little kid in the corner playing the drums, and there's a white dude with a camera. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think we're ever doing SNL.
Whenever people tell me they're going to Thailand, I get a little weary. Like all of a sudden I smell like tears and perversions and God knows what. Because, you know, even if you're in a room with 3 chicks, there's got to be some fat fucking guy like me in a room 2 doors down with 2 5-year-olds playing ping pong naked. You know, that's not what I want to fucking see. I don't even want to be in that building. I don't want to be around. What? I don't even want to be in that building. Of course not. I don't want to be around when Mike the Archangel comes around and just shoots lasers in those motherfuckers. I don't have time for that nastiness.
Right. I don't want that either. But if they had like the prostitution is a part of what like there's big, and they have videos of like women going like being aggressive like that. But no, that does sound pretty awful.
You watch those videos, Lee. You got fucking problems.
No, I don't look for it.
I know you don't look for it, but You still watch them and shit. That's disturbing.
Yeah, there's some disturbing shit on the
Half
internet.
those women are fucking whatever. They either stitch a dick on. They don't even use a strap on. They just wait till one of their comrades goes down, and they just cut it off and stick it on like a pogo stick and take their chances.
Do you ever watch porn?
No.
Because I can't believe I'm going to tell you this.
I'm too old.
Okay.
And I don't know. Lee, I have one Playboy magazine in my house. I have one disgusting magazine in my house. And it's the one with Hollywood Henderson. The story of Hollywood Henderson. Sergio Ortega sent that to me, 15 years ago.
Right, I remember that.
I'm not into any of that shit. At all. At all. I don't know why. Listen, and again, I like looking at a chick's hairy asshole. I like looking at titties and all this shit. That's what we do.
Right.
Dog, I love women. I fucking love women. Love them. Love everything about them. Everything. They all make me laugh in different ways, different sizes. They all have some type of something that you want. But I can't be in those places. They make me feel like if I'm in a strip club, I feel like fucking. I went to dinner Friday night.
Okay.
And the table 2 down from me were 4 guys, anywhere from 40 to 45, expensive watches, these fucking suits that they all look tailored and they're all the same.
Right.
Plaid, and they all had the brown shoes on. And they're all dolled up. It's just 4 guys. And they're in there doing whatever they do, being a little loud. They wanted people to look at them. I understand. But after a couple minutes, I'm like, what are these 4 fucking idiots doing here? And you know what I thought it reminded me of? When I used to do comedy at the Diamond Cabaret.
What was that?
Cabaret is a strip club in Denver.
In Denver. And
when they first opened in 95, they used to have comics come down on Monday night or something. And I always noticed one thing. Like, I was very fortunate. They hired me, and then they give me a steak. And I would eat the steak on the fucking rail. I would eat the steak in a table farthest from the stage. But there was these idiots that would get their fucking 20 ounce with a baked potato, and the place was gorgeous. And they'd sit there in their fucking suits and they'd eat. And when the girls would come over, they would go, no, we're here for business. I'll go over there and I'll throw this chair over your head. Why are you doing that to this girl? She's fucking beautiful. I mean, this Diamond Cabaret had CU students, Denver. I mean, they had the baddest motherfucking girls you ever saw. Listen, he couldn't sleep. I can't sleep. Okay, let's go get you a little fucking edible. So we went over and we got the the brownie collection, right? Let me tell you something. This shit is what they give you. Like, let's say you get shot 8 times and you won't die. They'll just give you this at the hospital. It's over for you after that. You'll just bleed the fuck out.
You're saying this now, but everything you give me is 7 milligrams.
Oh yeah,
come on, dog. This is 6 milligrams. This is baby stuff.
It was 33 and a third, like George Harrison.
That made him puke.
Oh my God, the whole thing. He ate the whole thing like a fucking animal. I ate the whole thing. I kept calling him, we're going out, Lee. We're going to fucking see the town. At first, he's like, okay, call me back. I'll be here. I called him back like 10 minutes later. Lee, what's up? You ready to go, cocksuckers? I'm feeling fucked up, right? So I know he's going down. I called him back like in 10 minutes. He's eating sushi. He's like, yeah. He goes, you know what? I'm getting a little fucked up. All right, fuck it. I give him another 30 minutes. I call him back.
Yeah, he called me like 8 times in one night.
And all of a sudden he's like, hello, I'm fucked up. How much was in this thing? I can't fucking believe how fucked up I am. I'm like, fuck it. Get dressed. We're going out, cocksucker. And I hang up on him. Right? And I'm like, oh, I know. And I call him back, and he's like, the phone rang like 8 times. Yeah. And he picked it up, and I'm like, where are you? He's like, I just puked. I'm so fucking high. I go, don't blame it on the weed. It's that wholesale fucking sushi you got from that Arab on the corner. He goes to this Arabian place.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do. You told me. They got edamame with fucking hummus on it or some shit.
Wholesale? Oh,
He
no.
does. He goes to a wholesale
It's
fucking
good.
eight rolls for $3.
No,
You're gonna-
two. It was
Yeah, you're gonna
$20.
fucking die. That's
It
like
wasn't-
suicide.
It wasn't gas station sushi. It was good sushi. But okay, so I was watching a movie on my living room couch, and I made it to the bedroom, and I was laying with my head by the foot, and I just flipped. And you ever know, like when you're gonna puke, like as soon as I flipped over, I was like, that's not gonna happen. But I was able to get off my bed so I didn't puke on the bed, but like right next to on the floor, and you can see all the little sushi bits. It was terrible.
Oh my god, you nasty motherfucker!
I've never had to clean up puke high. It was not fun.
I kept calling him back. Get up, cocksucker. We're going down. We got more edibles. I can't. I already puked the fucking sushi. Lee's as tough as fucking nails.
Oh,
Lee's
man.
my dog. I told him I got animal tranquilizers tonight. This is the pre-surgery show, cocksuckers. I go in tomorrow. Lee picks me up at what time?
4:45.
4:45.
4:45 in the morning.
I get admitted at 5:15. They're cutting me open at 7. My wife's picking me up at 10.
Beautiful.
That's it. That's
And you're
how
home.
and I'm home.
And then you're taking pills.
And then I'm taking pills. She went food shopping today. She turned everything around so the baby don't jump on my fucking leg. And that's it. I go in tomorrow. They hit me with an IV. I talk to them. They don't have to shave nothing.
Are they? Are you getting knees scoped? Are you getting scoped?
Meniscus, arthritis. They're fixing this little tear on the side. I don't know what it's called. And I go home. I'm home for 4 fucking weeks. I go to Bray on the 18th.
Nice.
And I go to New York on the 25th. Or 26th
New York?
or something like that. Yeah.
What are you doing in New York?
Gotham.
Nice.
Tremendous. The 11:45 show, like a soldier.
Just one?
One show a night.
One show and how many
Friday
nights?
or Saturday.
That's it.
That's it. 11:45.
That's
like
the
a
fucking way
doctor.
to do it.
That's the way to do it. I ain't got time to be dilly-dally. What else, Tom Segura,
That's
you
the
bad
best.
motherfucker?
That's
Look
the
at you.
best, man.
Look at you. Where were you last week?
Philly.
How hot was it?
Fucking the basement. Yeah, the club was fucking literally hot. It's like a fucking sauna.
The club is great.
It's an amazing club.
It's
but
an amazing
hot.
club. The
Yeah.
food is great. The people that come from Philly,
The
that
shows
come to
are
see it,
awesome.
The shows are always awesome. The guy is a great guy, but he's Jewish. He won't fix the air conditioning. You know how Jews feel about fixing the air conditioning. That's a big investment in case we got to burn the joint down. You ever see a Jew after he burns the joint with a new air conditioner, he goes fucking ape shit. He'd rather be tied up and somebody take his ATM card and rip up his 20s. You understand me? I was thinking of tying him up and Ari and taking their ATM card. And every time a 20 comes out, just rip it one at a time just to see him. No, stop.
How much does it upset you to fix air conditioning, Lee?
If I had to pay for it, it would piss me
Yeah,
off. But
any-
if I owned a club, I think I'd pay for it. But
Listen, a Jewish person, let's say a Jewish person has to buy a new air conditioning for a building, a Jewish landlord. He will milk that fucking those days. He will milk it. If he could get 8 months out of tomorrow. They should be here. They're sending it from Japan. I don't know what happened. Let me call Hector. Have you heard from him? They didn't come in. The train got robbed. If he could fucking... By the way, we're speaking about Jewish here. I got this fucking Facebook today about Lee, about the flag. Listen, let me explain something to you people. It's a fucking Israeli flag. If you people get upset about an Israeli flag, Lee is a harmless fucking Jew. He doesn't even have any malice in his heart, Lee. Lee would
Oh,
give
people
you
are
the,
upset about it?
Yeah, they're like, take the foot. Well, some fucking jerko who has nothing to do with his life. Anybody knows our intentions are good. There's an American flag there also. Nobody complains about that. There's a picture of Charles Bronson there, and there's a fucking picture of Clint Eastwood. You know what this spells in here? Balls. So don't be upset. It's just a fucking flag. If you're going to be mad at me, get the fuck out of here.
not even
You
in
mad?
a shot either.
Yeah, what the fuck is wrong with people? People want to bitch at something every day. This is a
Always.
free fucking service.
Yeah.
Nobody bothers you. Nobody makes you do nothing. You don't have to sign nothing. You have to do fucking dick. And I can't believe how much people fucking complain.
I got a complaint. I got a complaint this weekend in an email. The guy said that he saw my special and he was enjoying it until the part where I talk about disabled people, and he was like, because he has MS, and he was like, and then you made me feel badly about it, and I was like, yeah, but you're choosing to feel badly, like, because other people with disabilities have come up to me and like said how they had a good time and they laughed at it because it's a joke. You have to think about intent. What's the intent? And he was like, no, I'm not choosing to feel that way. And I was like, yes, you are. You're choosing to be upset and you want to go off on somebody about it, but that's your choice. You're choosing to do that.
He'll probably go to the barber shop and talk about it.
Yeah.
You know, those are the kind of people that they get enthralled in it. And you're like, I don't understand this. All you have to do is switch the channel.
Yeah, exactly.
That's it. The fucking thing is a fin to get in. It's a $5. You waste $5 on that shit, you eat a fucking McDonald's. Just switch the fucking channel. What do you give a fuck? You know what I'm saying? People always gotta get pissed. And these Americans, all of a sudden, it's a. I gotta tell you, last night I was sitting there. I answered the emails. I had the baby in the living room. After dinner, we don't put cartoons on.
You do not?
No, because we wanted to
wind down.
Fucking play,
Okay.
Write and play with her toys. So I got a chance to scroll through the TV, and I got the chance to watch like 7 minutes of the VMAs.
Oh boy.
What has happened to society? What has happened to music? Music is at an all-time low. And they all sit together like Rihanna and the fucking Kardashians, and all these people sit together like they all love each other. And deep down inside, they hate each other.
Yeah.
Then Beyonce, everybody in the world is saying they're getting fucking divorced, this and that. On a Tuesday morning, you know what I'm saying? Tip, top, motherfucking Magoo, G. How's it going over there?
It's going great. I had a great weekend. How was yours?
I know. You up in Saratoga?
Oh,
Did you
yeah.
go to the track at all? You bet the horses, anything?
That's the most upsetting thing about. I love going up. I've been up there like 4 or 5 times. The track is open for like 6 weeks. It's
That's
like
it. Oh, yeah, it's got to
June
be
to
warm.
July. There's nothing. And I've always been up there like right before, right after. I've been to that track once. I love going to the track with you in California. The track is fun.
Track is fun, man.
I would have loved to have gone to the
People have
track.
no fucking idea. Like, sometimes I think, well, everything gets a bad taboo. And listen, we have a lot of bad taboos. People are addicted to the internet. People are addicted to, some people like gambling. Look, no matter what you do, some people like snorting coke. Some people like, whatever. Whatever the fuck you're going to do, What are you laughing about?
That's not a minor one. That's a pretty big one.
What's that?
Like some people maybe gamble a little bit. Some people snort a lot of cocaine.
People go to rehab and now everybody gets mad at cocaine. Some people go to rehab and people get mad at heroin and prescription pills. Some idiot fucking bets, the wrong move after people told him, and now he loses his house and he has to move with his mother and don't gamble because it's bad. Everything is a fucking taboo lately. Like everybody, now, a million people. Let me tell you something. And I tell you this with all my heart, because I get a lot of shit for it. I personally like DraftKings. I have met people on the street that have come up to me and said, dog, I had a boring life till I got on DraftKings. And you're right. The guy goes, I've been on there for 2 years. I go, so this is the only site. He goes, nah, you talked about it on your church days. And I signed up and I'm still with him. Jamie from Rogan, he lives in Texas. He loves DraftKings when he's out of the fucking state, when he travels with Joe, whatever. They have limits you could set. People have no idea what they're fucking talking about. And there is a lot, the thing that concerns me with gambling that I read about it and I saw an expose on 60 Minutes is the video games. The pokers and all that shit. A lot of those games have something, a light that really drives women crazy. Over the last couple of years, women have gotten more addicted and gotten in trouble with gambling than men actually.
That's interesting.
Because they get addicted to those games. Listen, when I call Lee and I go, Lee, Memphis is playing Brooklyn tonight. The line is 8. And you go, it's 8.5. We're in New York. The line goes up 0.5 point. And I bet 300 times. That's 1,500 if I win and 1,800 if I lose. I got to have the money for you on Thursday. I can make that call with 0 money in the bank and 0 coming in, like I did 1,000 times. That's the bad part of gambling. Now you got to meet the guy on Thursday. Now you don't have his 300. So he juices you. And now it's going to take you a year to get out of that.
Right.
That's, gambling is bad. I actually like the set limits. There's a timer you could put on there. If you go to the casino, there's so many different things. If you have overactivity, they'll send you a fucking email, dog. If something's not right, So I respect that more than anything. You were talking about the track. How much did we giggle at the track?
Oh, it's the best. You go eat. It's not even about gambling.
But if I bring you to this track down here, ooh.
Oh, I'm
I
sure
don't
that's
know.
fun.
It's like
I'm
the
sure
Walking
people take
Dead.
it.
I got a track 20 minutes from my house, Lee.
Really?
But it's real.
Oh, I love those.
It's people
I can just
with
see them.
fucking
They're yelling.
incubators,
Oh
people
yeah.
with incubators in them and fucking wheelchairs and people pickpocketing you and people borrowing $1. It's real, Jack.
Oh, I used to gamble a lot, like at casino, and then those are the people that gambling like I used to go to Commerce. I went to a place. What's the casino in LA got raided by the FBI? I was there the next day. Like I went like people there they fucking take it serious. Like at some of them, and they get mad if you play wrong. Like I would love to see the track by your house to just see like the people who can just go nuts, and they're hitting themselves with their tickets. I had a guy hitting.
It's there's listen, I used to go to the Meadowlands, which I have not been to. I went to a concert there this last year.
Okay.
But besides that, I haven't gone to gamble at the Meadowlands. And even though I had to walk home 2 times from Meadowlands because I lost everything with my friends, those were the best times I ever had. I swear to God, I'd go down there with the small 40, and if I could stay for 6 races, I was happy.
Yeah.
$40. I had no dough when I was 18 and 19. I'd take 2 20s. If I lost all my money, but I ate a bowl of clam chowder and a beer, I won for the fucking day.
Yeah. And it took all day. That's why it's fun. And I don't know anything about like the horses. Do you?
Dude, I don't even, dog, I haven't smelled the horse in years. What the fuck do I know? But you go, you pick your daughter's birthday,
Right.
your birthday, you look at the things, they have little, I don't know, I forget a lot of shit. If they're bleeders, you have to look for a steroid that they give them. This is all, I'm not up to that shit, Lee. So for me, I would go to the ATM, I'd pull out $60, and I'd go to the track with you.
Yeah. And it lasts for however long it lasts.
So, Joey, why wouldn't you take the limit out? Because I know I'm a fucking loser.
And
so if I know I'm a loser, I go in there for entertainment. But I go in there looking for entertainment. Listen, anytime you go to one of those places, you just fucking people watch. How many times did I sit with you in a casino, put $20 in a slot machine that, a quarter a piece, I'm there for an hour. Do you think I wanted to be there for an hour pulling and smelling smoke and hearing Chinese people yelling and shit? No. But I'm a comedian and I like to people watch. So you and I, Doug, why do you think I would pull a quarter? Once I got bored, then I'd move up to $1 and get the fuck out of there. But I'd absorb, you're watching people in their natural habitat. You're watching a woman who's 480 pounds, looks like me, in a wheelchair. She's barely living, but she has enough life to pull that fucking arm or to hit that button 80 times. Was she a good comic? She had more balls than half the people today because, like I said, she was working from a different place. She was working from being real. She cut her dick off. She wasn't one of these guys that was still walking around slinging dick and fucking assholes and, so I don't know what the rules are and stuff, but I loved Rita O. Rita O opened up my world to, she told me about her world and she told me how much she suffered. And she was like on fucking 22 medications because of what came with the surgery.
Really?
When you go to the doctor and you go to the pharmacy, you come home with 1 container of 20 pills. Think of coming home with 30 containers. When she'd go to the pharmacy and come back on the first or the second, it was like a fucking grocery bag, guys.
And this was what year? 93, 94?
96. I met her in 95. We would be at the open mics on Monday and we would steal her nachos.
Oh, yeah.
She would lose her mind. Put them down.
It's because she
And,
must
you
have been
know,
one of the first people to have the surgery.
it's really weird because I see her and I'm at peace when I saw that picture, and I'll tell you why. Because she was sick of being an open micer, and all she wanted to do was do a gig with somebody. And I would take her to be my opener, even though I knew there was going to be drama. Even
Really?
though she was going to curse somebody out, it made me laugh my ass off. I didn't give a fuck if they wouldn't bring me back. I mean, these one-nighter bars, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They weren't like Madison Square Garden or the Improv. So I would bring her. They'd give her like $25. And dog, just to see people's reaction. I would bring her to watch her, and I would learn. I would watch the audience. And then she would have a joke that she really cut her dick off, and it's in a jar. And it was. This chick was great. This God rest his or her soul. That's all I want to fucking say. I'm very sorry too. All right, you can bring the picture down. I'm getting all sentimental and shit. Thank you, guys. I'm very sorry that we didn't talk about your sets at the Providence.
That's okay. Comedy Connection.
Comedy Connection. It's a fucking great club, is it not?
It was, dude. It was one of, and I've been lucky.
Bro, that little room is fucking fire.
Yeah, it was a fun. It's very small, and all four. The guy who I opened for, Zach Fox, was great. Sold out 4 straight shows, and like so it was full. Like, and I've done the room. The only other time I did it, it was probably like half full, and it was still pretty fun. But like sold out. Every audience was really cool, and they were young. And I hosted, which I have bombed usually hosting. I have not done well hosting, and this was my best weekend hosting. I think.
Keep doing it, and you get good at it. And now you become more of a quarterback. You see what I'm talking about? If the headliner is very clean and the feature act is dirty, you do an extra minute or two, and you keep it clean, so the headliner doesn't have to walk into that disaster.
Interesting.
There's so many fucking things that I was watching. Ray a month ago, the last hour, when that guy comes on, and he was at the country, he was in Georgia or somewhere. The lights were on, and the guy came on and said, "Lower the lights," and raised the. And at the end of the show, he goes, "Who did that?" And he goes, "I did." He goes, "Who told you to do it?" He goes, "No, it needed to be done."
Right.
That's what, Anyway.
Did you ever? Because my only thing that I would be nervous of is, like, as a host, I'm like extra conscious of like time and not doing time betwing people. And I didn't need to do it this weekend, but
listen, man, being a host is back to rule number 1 of comedy that you're never going to learn after you've been doing it at least 20 years. And that's be yourself. You're never going to learn or understand what that is. I can hire a computer, right? AI is coming.
Right. Oh, yeah, it's here.
Okay, so I can hire a guy to go up there and do 12 minutes of material and 3 minutes of ads to the T on time. And then in between, he could just go up and go, "Keep it going for Paul Harvey. Don't forget, he's selling stuff after the show. All right, let's give a big round of applause for the wait staff. Don't forget to tip these girls, Louise, Melissa, Tony, Johnny the black dude." You're giving the room color now, right?
Right.
And then you could just go up there and go do that and go, "Don't forget, Joey Diaz is here May 28th, and Paulie Shore is here May 25th, or not out into the show." I could hire a fucking robot to do that.
Right.
I want you to go up there and play with them. See what's happening. How you guys doing? Welcome to the Comedy Connection. My name is Uncle Joey here. What's happening, you bad motherfuckers? Any parties, birthdays? And at first they'll get like a little shock, but they're East Coast people. They feel you. Boom, boom, boom. Listen, don't forget, you ever see Carlos Mencia? You ever see fucking what's his name? He's going to be here Memorial Day weekend. All right, anyway, listen, you know what happened to me last Memorial Day weekend? I did one of those fucking Xanaxes, and I thought, whatever.
Right.
Whatever. I did an edible, and I passed out. And now when you go up there, let's say this feature act bombs.
Okay.
You can't leave that fucking headliner with that. You can't just go up there and go, "Let's keep it going. That was a great set." And they're like, "Boo, we just lost credibility." Why are you lying to us? The guy just got hit with 22 tomatoes in 20 minutes. You know what I'm saying? He failed the test. And then you can't just bring up the headliner.
Okay.
Give him something. And now you got that 2-minute bit that you could bounce off. Who's coming this weekend? What the weather? Something. You got that 2-minute bit that you'll learn how to. And let's just get the party started. It's Saturday night, folks. We got one more headliner. He's tremendous. I know you all want to get out of here. You want to lick mama's monkey. That's if the headline is fucking dirty.
Okay.
The headline is clean. You got to be yourself and be funny. And this is when your own natural funny comes out. But we don't know that. Don't think that I knew that 15 years ago. I'm lying to you if I tell you I did. I learned that maybe 5 years ago looking back at things.
Right. Because I still am not playing, like, you weren't doing crowd work, but like I don't really interact as much as I should as a host.
Go out there. No, I want you to go out there and bang them. I don't want you to ask people where they're from or what they do.
No, I don't. I never do that.
Or who are you married to? What'd you eat for dinner? No. If you're going to say something to them, it's good. You tell them something. Dog, where'd you get that fucking wig from? Anyway, and you go back, whether they feel it or not. But remember, if they don't feel it, now you got to dig yourself out of 2 holes.
Right.
So your words got to be bang. And you know what? That's what this whole thing is about, is digging yourself out of holes. So just say whatever's on your mind. I got to take 2 steps to the rear and get out of here. You know what I'm saying? We've been here talking shit for how long? It's Tuesday morning. People don't want to hear this nonsense.
Love you, buddy.
I love you too. Have a great week.